Recently, I investigated CS2's top leaderboard for cheaters. And to my great surprise, I couldn't even find one single legit person in all the random people in the top 500 that I chose to investigate. The top leaderboard doesn't just seem riddled with cheaters, it seems to only comprise of cheaters or people getting boosted by cheaters. The investigation highlighted a huge problem that Counter-Strike has had.
Sadly, Valve don't have enough data. Maybe if we open a few more cases, that guy from the interview will finally gather some data for us regarding the cheating problem.
Since the early release of the game, and that is of course cheating. I had so many questions as to how this could even be a thing in 2025, and I was interested in speaking to someone within this top 10 to hear how they're doing it and how they're getting away with it. The owner of a cheat I interviewed once for a video messaged...
Wait, my one friend sold multiple 2000 ELO accounts that he also cheats, and he hasn't got banned yet. Can you get that friend to talk to me to give me some info about what he's using, what he's doing, and how much he sells the accounts, just so we can like face it? And does he pay premium for the accounts he's boosting? Please, he can contact me on Discord. I want to talk to him. I'll pay him just to show me proof and face it. I'll give him money to face it.
To me that a top 10 player was interested in giving me the answers I was seeking, and he hooked me up with unknown. So let's hop into a call with him. Yo, thank you for hopping on a call with me.
It's no problem.
I mean, you tell me you've been in the cheating scene for over 10 years, right?
Well, actually started in the childhood.
Yeah.
So, you had like single player games, and you have like cheat sheets with codes and stuff for San Andreas.
Classic.
And that's pretty much where it started.
Today's video is sponsored by RainGG. Rain is one of the fastest growing CS2 case opening sites. Besides fun case openings, they offer game modes like case battles, upgrader, and doubles. Rain gives players free daily, weekly, and monthly cases. If you sign up with my code LOBA, you get 3 free cases and 5 deposit bonus. The site supports instant deposit and withdrawals using skins or crypto. If you want to try Rain, click the first link in the pinned comment and use code LOBA to claim your rewards. Please remember, loot boxes sites can be addictive, so make sure you're over 18 and only spend money you can afford to lose. Good luck.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your cheating history, specifically in Counter-Strike?
That was like 2011, yeah.
So you started cheating 1.6?
Yeah, in 1.6 exactly.
Okay.
I saw one guy crying around the server with speed hacks and whatever.
Classic.
And that was actually sparked interest into me.
Okay, just
so
inspired
I would
you.
just look at what is it, how is it. That's pretty much how 2011, 2012 went. It lasted till like 2014, and then in 2014 I wanted to download some stuff, so I registered on a forum called FP Team. It's now closed, and that is where the league guy and the majority of my current cheating friends come in, I guess.
Okay, they're that old, like 10 years or so. Crazy. Why do you still cheat to this day?
Actually, the reasons they were changing. So first of all, it was just that devices were bad and the shit was bad, so I wanted to, a bit of help for that to compensate. 2016, I stopped cheating in CSGO, but I still was cheating in 1.6 because, well, everybody was cheating, I guess.
Yeah.
While I played, I stopped. I played, but the game it became worse and worse. It became less optimized, and so I had to use cheats again to compensate for that garbage.
Okay, so you blame the state of the game on you continuing to cheat?
Probably, yeah.
Do you risk any value in skins when you cheat?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Okay. So you're a cheat developer?
I am project manager and support right now.
What was the point in getting top 10 on the leaderboard? Was it basically to advertise your software?
No, we just went playing and it just came. Like we were getting higher and higher.
We just went playing and it just came, but other people I have friends who come to me and say, bro, I'm 7k, I can't wait to grind up higher. I'm like, bro, what are you grinding for? Why are you playing this game? You're wasting your valuable time and you get cheaters and then you get banned for griefing because you're AFK versus cheaters, and then as soon as you get higher and you get better at the game, your games get worse because of cheaters. So the fun part about CS2 is learning to play the game, and as soon as you learn to play the game, you need to uninstall it because it's just cheaters, pros cheating, match fixing. You have nowhere to play. It's awful. So why would you waste your time playing this game?
And current, yeah.
Okay.
And for those 2 accounts, it was like 108 games full semi-rage without getting banned.
You still haven't been banned.
Actually, it was a ban. It was an overwatch ban. Like I told you, much of the leaderboard is banned right now.
I watched some posts from Gokushima on FPLC before his ban. He was blatantly cheating. Then he removed this from YouTube, and 2 days later was banned. I didn't watch Gokushima on FPLC. I did hear about him cheating back then. Jones was cheating. He was cheating in FPL. I tell you transparently, just by talking to pros, and you go to my IG, you can check how many pros I follow, how many of them follow me back. We talk there. I have messages. They trust me. I don't leak stuff here. I don't know if I can show you this. No, bro, let me see if I can show you this. Is there a way to show you this? No, I can't show you this. A guy wrote to me today. No, one of the pros. Well, no updates, and I'm like, sorry, bro, I forgot to reply to you. Manager doesn't let me do it. He said if I do it, he doesn't want to work with me anymore. So my manager doesn't let me jump in to the match fixing to get some money. So I have a pro who asked me for some resources. He will give me tips, and I give him a percentage of the match fixing. And I wanted to do it. I asked my manager, can I do it? He said no. So sadly, that's what's happening. I can't even use my Twitter because my manager doesn't let me.
Okay.
So if you go to CS stats, you will see first place, 21st March 2025. Then it was a match 1 day ago. Basically, when you get right now, when you get to top 1000, you will have a chance that Valve will overwatch your match.
Okay,
And
like
then you will
manually.
get in bed. Yeah.
How many people in the top leaderboard, like top 50 or so, are cheating?
All of them.
Absolutely all of them, 100%.
I mean, I didn't check all of them, but I'm pretty sure it's all of them.
Okay. What about like the top 1,000? How many of them do you think are cheating?
Probably 99%.
99%, okay.
Some cheaters right now, they also, one of my accounts is like that. We will come to like gold dealer, and then we will just Z-rank back. So we have the medal for the season,
Okay.
and we have our account saved.
I'm looking at the top leaderboard right now, and like, you know, the number 2 guy 1 day ago, number 8 guy 1 day ago, number 10 guy 1 day
So these other guys are all banned.
ago. So these guys
Number
definitely
2 guys,
aren't banned.
the top 4, yeah. The cockroach guy that Flom reviewed uses the same cheat. And apparently, as I checked right now, he's still not banned. Maybe he's Overwatch banned, but
Still not banned.
maybe he has Overwatch banned, but we will never know.
I mean, Flom is a guy that's like quite connected at Valve. He's been to the Valve headquarters.
Valve have time to reply to a tweet or follow or unfollow somebody, but they don't have a time to check the top 50 or 100, 200 and ban them for cheating while they're spinbotting openly in games and ruining people's games. Yep. Seems like a very legit company. Where do I put the key in to unbox in case and scream gold, gold, gold? And wait, was?
Got contacts there, so
guys, don't forget screaming was gold.
it surprises me that someone who is so directly connected with Valve makes a video exposing such an obvious cheater at number 1 rank, and he's still not banned.
I mean, like, he was even semi-raging.
When I was making that video, going through people on the leaderboard trying to investigate them, it seemed like so many of them had skins. Why are people so confident they're not going to get banned? Is it because the anti-cheat system in its current state is that bad? Is it Vaknet just being like terrible?
They are not confident, I guess they're just stupid.
You think they're just stupid?
You know, it's like gambling.
Yeah, okay.
Basically, what makes cheating on Valve servers more interesting is like, especially before that, when Overwatch was banning people, when there were report spot, and it's because it was like gambling. So you have to cheat, you have to win your opponent, you have to shoot through walls sometimes, and you have to save your account.
I want to know.
Holy bro.
How people are getting
Where I send you message? Send me message on my Discord, bro.
away with it.
So first of all, Like Valve is not like actually doing
Face It nowadays is like you're toxic ban for 1 year. You're spin botting on Face It. Wanna join FPL?
nothing. They're patching a lot of stuff. So there was Rapid Fire Explorer exploit. There was Magic Bullet exploit. They got patched.
I've
in,
seen
like,
that those got patched, but it seems like every time that they patch something, they break something else. Then a different exploit comes up, right?
Bro, Sparkles, what are you saying? That's not true. They switched to Source 2 because now they can easily fix things. It's not like they do one thing but break 5 others. You know, that was happening on Source 1. That doesn't happen on Source 2, thank God, right? Sparkles, it's just a myth, bro. Like the Face It cheating problem, it's a myth. Like the Face It servers being trash, it's a myth. Like all these things that you guys are saying, it's a myth. It's in your head. You need to, see the reality. And the reality is put the key in the case and pay for premium on Face It. That's the 2 realities you need to remember, guys.
Right? And then it's not any better because there's just another thing for cheaters to abuse.
I think Valve is very much afraid with false banning people. In June or in May, they have kind of restricted the no spread. So basically, no spread was restricted to 2 shots. But then, after some time, in I guess September, the value was up to 10, and the suspicious shots were not so restrictive to people.
Okay.
So I guess they pushed 2 shots. Everybody was afraid. Oh, we can't no
And
spread
then they
anymore.
tweaked it again.
And then they tweaked it again. Now the recent Vaknet updates, they start detecting aimbot and stuff, and then I guess they also tweaked it so it's less aggressive in
Yeah.
like 2 weeks, but tweaked it like a bit. And then on the 7th of March there was the very recent update which brought detection of wall hacks. So right now if you shoot through walls a lot, or if you look through walls like lock on enemies, and then just prefer them every time, the match will get cancelled.
They are trying to do some things in the background.
Yeah, but I think they're still very afraid because even after this update, a couple days later, they tweaked it so it bans over several matches and it's much harder to get banned.
When a match gets cancelled, it's basically like thinking that it's identified a cheater, correct? But
Yeah.
that cheater doesn't get any kind of permanent ban.
First, you get 20-hour cooldown,
Okay.
then you get 3 days, then you get 14 days, 45 days, 180 days, and 360 days.
So
maybe
none
some
of them are
this-
permanent.
I have seen people, they go out of cooldown and they straight go out to game ban. But for some people, it lifts just fine.
I was excited when they said that Overwatch is back, but then they didn't release it to the public. Yeah, there's just Overwatch is back, but
Yeah, it's
They didn't do it because of the bots, bro. Because of the bots.
for us,
Because the game is filled with bots, and they can't even have Overwatch in the game because of the bots.
It's
Just Valve
because
employees
of it's all because of the botting issues.
yeah, makes sense. Cheaters were kind of gaming the system, weren't they? They were like flooding the system with like false report. Now, what do you?
Bro, 1.7 million players, bots botting Overwatch, bots in deathmatch. I even saw a friend send me in Premiere bots and cheaters. In a way, he joined the lobby, and 5 people were on one team. They were leaving and boosting the people on the right side team. So he spawned in this lobby with the 4 people on Premiere, and he was on the team that was winning, and on the other team the guys were just leaving and joining back, so the 0 to 13 was faster, so the right side team could like level up fast. And that was happening in Premiere as well. And he was like, bro, I joined the botting lobby, what's happening? So now bots, you have deathmatch, competitive and Premiere, bots for skins, right? For the cases, bots for Overwatch. But we have 1.7 million players. We're good. The game is doing good.
What do you think about Vaknet? Do you know much about it?
Actually, I think we pretty much know a lot on how to bypass it, but they're
Really?
doing a good job at hiding.
How do you bypass it?
Well, right now you will have to play literally like a legit player. You will have to check coordinates and stuff. You will not have to rush like kill one enemy, then another enemy, then another enemy.
So you just closet cheat, basically.
You close the cheat, but do the same rage config, so you can still sometimes shoot.
You can send me a rage, but act like you're legit. Because the people who are doing Overwatch, they are from Valve, and they're not that smart. They're pretty brain dead because you can see the developers. So the Overwatch guys are like lower level, and you can't get too much lower than developer level at Valve. So the people doing Overwatch, they're very stupid, you know. So you just like semi-rage, a little bit hide, you know, like just die sometimes, you know, by mistake, and he will think, just lucky shots through these 5 walls, from T spawn to CT spawn, wall bang from spawn to spawn, just lucky timing.
Through walls.
Okay. Do you think Vaknet is the solution to stop this insane cheating problem at such a high level and throughout the entire game? Or do you think it's just something they're developing that is just going to be bypassed?
It is not going to be bypassed because it is on the server side and it's the more secure side.
I mean
And that's
bypass in terms
what
of like playstyle.
Faceit has cheaters, right? They have radar hackers. You can do if you can do radar hack, you can do ESP as well. Then you
Yep.
can do gamebox and you can do aimbot as well.
Yep.
Valorant has cheaters, like Rust has cheaters, that has cheaters, that, and they all using kernel anti-cheat. So you cannot run them on Linux. Can not run Faceit on outdated Windows. So same for Valorant. You have to be like Windows 11, TPM, and that all restricts the player base. On the other side, the server side anti-cheat, it doesn't.
Valve don't want to restrict player base. They want players in because you need to put the key in the case. The gameplay, that's just like a side mission, you know. You get main mission, open cases, and get blues. Side mission, you can play a game or two from time to time.
Restrict the player space at all. You can achieve same results. Like everyone will be did radar hack or side aimbot or whatnot.
I feel like the way Vaknet is operating at the moment, it can identify people, you know, playing dodgy, shooting through walls, spin botting, you know, being pretty obvious on their aimbot without good legit settings, but it's not very good at identifying closet cheaters. So I feel like it's just pushing all the cheaters away from obvious cheating and just continuing to cheat, but in a closet type of way.
I mean, that's what majority people want because they play Faceit and they tell Faceit is good, you know?
Yeah, but those
You
are the
can't-
worst type of cheaters. I hate those cheaters. They're just pretending they're legit and they're just like destroying you every round. I'd much rather someone comes around the corner spinning at me, looking at the ground with a scout.
Yeah, the thing is, if they have to legit cheat as on Faceit, you can beat them. Because, for example, if I were legit cheating, like truly trying to hide it, I couldn't defeat the Faceit stack. It would just throw nades smarter, it would choose smarter rotations.
Sure, you can
know, it
beat
would
them.
just,
But they still have an advantage over you.
unless you put 5 cameras in your room, you know, and pro.
Yeah, but we, like, a Faceit stack can beat this guy because he's like a Gold Nova. But what happens when a semi-pro, like it's happening now, gets cheats? For example, let's say maybe Oxygen got some cheats, maybe not, I don't know. But you know, maybe he has some cheats. How you bust him? How you play versus him? How you win versus him? You don't. You lose unless he's match fixing. Then he throws the game, and then you win, and then you feel like I ain't cheating, I just won. But he's over there counting like, ooh, I just made like 20k from this bet, and that guy thinks I'm not cheating. Win-win situation.
Preferably the person sitting, you know, there will always be a cheater.
Even with
Like,
5 cameras.
even cheat makers are saying you can easily cheat on Faceit. But Faceit tells you we detect everything. And it's a myth that you can cheat on Faceit. But then you find accounts and accounts and accounts of people cheating on their FPL, on their Premier, or premium, how do you call it? I don't know, the normal matchmaking, and you find them cheating in their league, which they're advertising like, go pro through ECA now, and then buy the Premier, Premium, and buy the ECA pass. So spend more money, you'll go pro, and then you go in pro, and you get a guy versus you 50 accounts who's destroying you through walls and everything. Like, great job, Faceit.
In the room, you can have some kind of like audio signal that you know
Yeah,
you
yeah,
still get away with it.
Yeah, it was in chess, like butt plugs and whatever.
Yeah, literally.
Whatever funny stuff.
Vibrating butt plugs.
Right now, I don't know why tournaments have only one camera, why they don't have a camera at least behind and at least, you know, into their PC. So
You said there was cheating at a relatively high level still, like tier 3.
I want to hear this. A cheat maker who's in the top of Premier on Valve and who's saying you can cheat on Faceit is now replying regarding the pro cheat. I want to hear this.
the two pro teams, you said there's a lot of cheating in that scene as well.
I mean, you probably seen recently the drama with Oxygen. Yeah,
Oh, what a shocker he's mentioning Oxygen.
from Team 5.
You remember how Oxygen defending himself? Oh, guys, I would never do it. I didn't do it. Just hating on me. You remember who else did that? Joel did that. Joel said he's not cheating. He's not match fixing. Thank you for the second chance just to get banned 3 months later for cheating and match fixing again. Shocker. And I'm pretty sure Joel and Oxygen and the whole dudes over there are pretty close friends. So
100
I haven't, no.
Oxygen, and he was playing really sus. And the Team 500 from Bulgaria, they're like on the watch list of everyone. So I spoke to my friend in 2023 about cheating on Tier 2, Tier 3. And he told me like pretty much everyone you select from like top 30 or maybe top 500 is now top 25 to top 28. So you select from that and to top 100, you can view matches and you will find a lot of teams cheating with red.
Cheat maker telling you that teams from, thank you Ganja, from 28, top 28 onwards, you can watch and see they're cheating. And I personally have info that even top 20, there's 2 teams cheating. I have that info. I don't leak anything, because if you leak, I have problems, nothing changes. Here, we're leaking stuff about Faceit, we're leaking stuff about reviewing pros, we're talking to cheat makers saying, yeah, pros cheat, yeah, match fixing happens. I brought a match fixer on my stream to talk about match fixing. He said everything, nothing changes. HLTV doesn't care, Valve doesn't care, nobody cares. So just saying the top 20, there is 2 teams who are cheating in top 20. I will never leak. So if more pros want to be transparent and tell me, I will never leak. I'm happy, keep cheating, keep making money, keep match fixing. Sadly, my manager doesn't let me put in money to get money from the match fixing. I would do it. I even have offers to do it. Just need to put in some resources and then provide a certain percentage to the guy giving me the tips. He's as well in a pro team, tier 2, honestly, tier 2, not tier 1. It's all fully open and transparent because Valve is not doing anything. So they're not even hiding it anymore.
What global rank were Team 500?
Right now they are top 28.
Top 28? And there's cheaters in that team?
Supposedly, yeah. I don't want to like just accuse anyone because I have not reviewed a lot of demos manually.
Okay.
But we discussed that team and the Monte team. I guess there was some drama with War 2K.
No.
Do you think
Voro shooting people through walls? Cheating? Never, bro. Just misclick, you know? Voro misclicked. Misclicked. Wait, I need to find something. Let me show you something. Here, I can show about Voro because Voro didn't leak me anything. Wait. Here, I'll show you that. For example, Voro. He said that they're lying about him cheating back then. Blah blah whatever. But here he even asked me, how can you tell about Joel scam? Blah blah blah. I told him about Joel in the previous. Yeah, Joel even scammed in the previous org like a bunch of people for money. Hello, my best friend. Go play CC tournament. Nice try. Why not? Easy first place mixing. I didn't play with cheaters, match fixers, or shady players who have done disrespectful things in CSGO. I don't care about first place or money. I'm cheater or match fixer. Both, bratan. Like 100%. And I don't do that. But now the game is in such a trash state in CS2 that I would actually easily take the money from match fixing if my manager would let me. But he's not letting me. Because I'd rather stay working with him, go do some trash. But as soon as I stop streaming and everything, I'll just make money off of match fixing because it's fully open in CS2.
Know about all of these top cheats, and do you think they like download and reverse engineer them?
They were chasing cheats, I think, up to 2020, and then they just dropped it. Plus detection was in 2020 by loader, and since then we close the loader before launching the Steam.
The software that you work with was last detected 5 years ago.
I mean, if we don't count the rep in 2022, yeah, and the is the same. It was detected in 2020 and then pretty much never again.
That's crazy. It makes sense why people are so confident though.
Yes, I see there is a little warning.
Okay,
That
warning, Valve
most
updated
people-
the VAC Live algorithm and now there is a risk of getting a temporary cooldown for aiming at players through walls. Okay.
This is the account that is top 3 on the leaderboard, or top 4, yeah.
Top 3 or top 4?
And you will see this.
Yeah,
But
global
on
cooldown.
the
Is that permanent?
but on the Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And you think that was because of a manual review?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it literally says connected by Overwatch C.
Ah,
Well,
yeah, yeah.
and stuff. And here, as you can see, nothing here.
Yeah, literally. Looks clean from the
And there are
profile.
comments from people.
How is this guy not banned? Yeah.
Majorly disruptive. So as long as you're a little bit disruptive and ruining only a few games, you're safe. But once you start ruining more games, then they fucking like, okay, he's doing too much, let's ban him. It's like Face It are allowing everything until you call them out publicly. Then they start banning people like, oh, yep, we fixed this.
Yeah, I think the same thing. You got some digital vibrance. Is that part of the cheat?
It is the part of the shit. Actually, what I don't like about CS2 is they made it really pale. I don't know, game like lost contrast.
Yeah, it
compared
did.
to
Definitely
CS:GO.
lost a lot of contrast. But this is
Oh, yeah.
this is extreme.
So I guess I have to use cheats to, gain a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That, or you can do like this.
Will changing? Oh, wow, that looks like an aim map. Will any of these features get you banned?
Not any feature in the cheat itself. There is like card monitors and stuff. Like when I'm legit cheating on another account, I would turn on like walls and
Mm-hmm.
what I would leave is only like this, yeah,
Okay.
and the champs, and
Yeah.
probably some DSP. Mostly I cheat because I like to play the music, yeah, and I really don't like listening to footsteps. So I
Okay.
could just disable like aim button and all the stuff,
I'm
and
guessing
just
that's
use
a skin changer as well.
yeah, it's an inventory changer. You can
Okay.
add some stuff. You can actually add some cases, I guess, and you can open them.
Yeah,
Bro, I need a cheat. I can basically make YouTube videos about opening millions of dollars on Valve without investing money in it. This cheat is good, bro. When you make YouTube videos how you unboxed a skin worth millions, but you actually didn't invest anything, you just used the cheat to make it. 200 IQ.
I saw people kind of faking some case openings. I was wondering what software they were using to do that.
I mean, nowadays there are only like couple cheats that supports this. Containers, weapon cases, and you can add like. The chances, I guess, are a bit higher. They're not from stats, but
Okay. Modified odds.
I mean, actually, it was pretty hard for me to get a knife. I guess it's pretty good if you just wanna scroll the animations and don't get your balance down.
This software would save me so much money on cases and keys. And you've even got weapons that don't exist, like the souvenir Desert Eagle heat treated. That's not a real thing.
That's not a real thing.
That's that view model as well. Obviously, that's not possible through the game, right?
Yeah, actually, I like small view model because it's
like
more
tiny.
like 1.6.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot more like
1.6.
1.6. I've seen a lot of gameplays of people who are just like blatantly cheating, and the system still can't catch them.
Unfortunately, I could show you a game on Premiere.
Do it.
In the second round, there was already a guy to the scout, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
See, he's shooting through walls.
Yeah.
So we thought we would bend them just like the other guys and proceed on to the next game.
Like mid-game.
Yeah, like
match
cancel the
cancelled.
match.
Yeah.
So we were purposely standing here, like, you have to stand like behind fixed boxes and stuff.
Okay.
Or for example, on the
try
nuke.
to make sure the system
on the
caught him.
nuke,
Yeah.
Yeah. But see, he's smart. He got taken and tried to kill us legit. Like, he didn't do like others, just scouting us from million walls. We were baiting enemies to shoot through walls and stuff, and then we would just hide and lose some rounds and get them bent.
That makes sense. It's crazy that cheaters are trying to get other cheaters banned by knowing how the system works and trying to make them, like, baiting them into shooting them behind a wall or something.
He turned the spin, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then he turned it off. This is where our enemy was like, we are losing it, let's rage. And he went just like this.
Yeah, but the match doesn't get cancelled for shots like that.
I mean, it was getting cancelled, but apparently this match was something different, yeah? As points for Vaknet to improve. And we would think, right now the system would work. The system would work. And the system didn't, as you can see by the kill feed.
Yeah.
I think because he was mimicking the legit the first round, and the system checked him, yeah, we report,
Mm-hmm.
and it went like, Not enough evidence.
From just based off that first round?
I mean, not the first round, but the first sequence of rounds. It washed.
Yeah.
Nothing suspicious. And then after that, it just was never checking again to save time, CPU resources or whatnot.
And this is 18,000 rank?
Just making the accounts with friends
It's not even
and just
not even top 1,000.
not even 2,000, of course. This is obviously the red trust factor. Do you know how to check the trust factor actually?
I have no idea how to check trust factor. No, I didn't know that was a
So
thing.
open a look into play, yeah?
Yeah.
If you see 20 people with prime here, it's pretty much green trust factor. Then if you see 20 people, but some of these are non-prime in the competitive, not in the wingman, that means you have a yellow trust factor. And if you see like 6 people there, or 3 people there, or 2 or nobody, that's like a red trust factor.
The state of the game for new players is absolutely horrendous. Like someone that's never played Counter-Strike before, they'll download Counter-Strike and then they'll hop in a game and they'll have like no prime status and they'll have no trust factor and they'll probably be put against a bunch of cheaters.
They have, at the very beginning, they have trust factor, but it's so easy to lose.
Do you think it just stays like this with a huge cheating problem, with Valve not really being able to do much about it?
No, I think they will restrict the features further and further. I mean, I don't like to disappoint you, but I think in 1 or 2 years we will see like at least proper closer cheating. I think they should release Overwatch to public,
Okay,
and
re-release it.
they should check the reports by their Vaknet, and
Mhm.
then send it to Overwatch to like confirm.
Like a reports filtration system.
Yeah.
I had
I wish-
quite a long call with someone that works for Valve. He told me sometimes if he needed to explain like specific cheat stuff to like other members of his staff, he would actually show them my videos because it would kind of explain it. If you were put in charge of stopping the cheating problem, what would you do?
Bro, imagine I had a call with somebody from Valve. Brother, you work for Valve CS2? He's like, yeah, do you have anything to tell me? Yes, I do. That would be my first message and last message. I would just leave the call.
First of all, I would release ranks on non-prime, like back to non-prime the ranks, but I would still made it so you cannot achieve the prime status. You just play to rank 21,
Okay.
so it would make no sense for farm. And what that would do, that will put cheaters, actually like me even, we would just go initiation-free accounts. The trust factor system also should be on non-prime. We like cheaters launch the non-prime account. We play literally 1 game or 2 rage at most, or like what Vaknet considers rage. And then our trust
Yeah, but that's Rage, but he wants like legit game without any even legit cheaters.
factor is destroyed and they just play the
People then just gonna legit cheat on Prime. It's not gonna fix anything. You're gonna have like crazy cheaters, HVH on non-Prime, but you're gonna have like people acting they're not cheating on Prime. So it's just gonna be like the same but cheaters gonna have their own corner. And you're gonna have cheaters on left side corner and right side corner. Just here they're acting more like legit, or over here they're just going full rage. Like
still banner, still sun.
Mm-hmm.
So this would put off a lot of Premiere because we would just have a place close the cheaters. There will always be close the cheaters. I think like
We need to get rid of them. I don't accept that. There will always be. I mean, you're probably right, but I just don't want to believe that. Like, we need to get rid of them. They're the worst.
I think you have to reduce the impact to as low as possible. To close the cheaters would need to play like a highly skilled non-cheater.
So you're saying detection for closet is not the way to go. It's practically impossible.
I mean, it's practically impossible. You will reduce it to some raider level, and then it will just get false bans on like pro players and stuff. Every leaderboard in Faceit, in probably at Valorant, in Call of Duty, in whatever, is just close the cheaters and pros.
exactly. You see this? Every leaderboard in Faceit is closer cheaters and even pros, who are as well closer cheating. So why waste time playing and grinding Faceit? This is what I'm telling you. Stay away from the platform. You're wasting your money on nothing. Like you see Joel, Gokushima, people banned for cheating match fixing. They made it pro. They made it to the top of Faceit. Faceit invited them to FPL. They didn't even check them. They're good, bro. hey, face it, if you go HLTV, you'll see Gokushima has been banned for a year for match fixing. We don't have time for that. Our anti-cheat didn't catch him. Joel goes plays on another platform, gets banned for cheating. We don't have time for that. Our anti-cheat didn't even touch him. Guy spin botting, nah, high sensitivity. Our anti-cheat didn't catch him. Like, face it, is cooked.
Even
I
Valorant,
think,
I thought Valorant was a lot better with dealing with the cheaters.
I mean, there are spin botters there. I mean, they get banned, but there are still spin botters there, so you know.
Yeah, but at least they get banned.
In Valorant, you also have to just close the cheat. You buy, for example, I would name a software, and you will get run undetected, and it's like $50. And then there is much more advanced shit like DMA cards and stuff. And then there is neural network shit that will read the information from your screen and do a aimbot for you and all of that.
Seems like such a huge problem because there are so many different ways to cheat. How much is the software that you used to get to top 10?
$6.
$6.
Bro, I need this, bro. I need this.
They're like cheats that are cheap and they're quality.
I mean, I guess you cheat still because you find it fun, and there's like a whole community for it.
$6 unaddicted cheat on Valve, 50 for unaddicted on Faceit. And as well, you can cheat on YouTube without ever getting banned. YouTube allows you to cheat in video games. I have a game plan in my head what I'm gonna be doing soon. Like, I'm 40 years old, washed up, turn on my live on YouTube, put on some cheats, and ruin some games. And on the side, match fix on pro games. Is there a better way to live?
Right. Then it's like a hack versus hack community, and
Yeah, the problem like there was a question like why you cheat, why that guy cheat, why that guy cheat. I guess that's some different reasons. So
Bro, I want to cheat because everybody's cheating. Basically, I don't want to go into CS2 Premiere to have a game and I have to practice and I'm trying to be good and I do aimbots and this and then I just get a guy who paid $6 and he's like, and I'm like, okay, go in the next game again, and I just lose the passion for playing, and as well the game sucks. Like, CS2 sucks. So I want to cheat to have fun, because otherwise the game is not fun, because everybody's cheating, everybody's match fixing, the game runs like shit.
one popular reason is that they get cheated on and then they start cheating.
the biggest excuse. Yeah,
It's more like an excuse actually.
exactly.
Well, current top one, he actually tries to close a cheat. This is the current top one. He already has a game ban on his account and skins. Okay, I guess. Thank you for the conversation.
Oh, thank you. Sometimes people want to give out like shout outs to something to their friends, or I know the cheating community likes to do
I
that.
would probably give a shout out to MSCTF.
Wait 1 second, guys. I need to get this guy's contact to see if he can sell me something for face. Basically, only co-streaming do challenges now. No point in grinding Premiere. Wait, Dima, are you telling me you're turning into Restream Pixel? Okay, wait. You don't open cases. You do challenges. Okay, you're not still him. All you have to do is, Dima, is start screaming gold, gold, gold. Was? Start unboxing cases, but you don't have the balance for that, bro. You poor. You're from Latvia somewhere, right? Wait, I'll give you some money for cases, bro. And you're basically a Restream Pixel, bro. You're basically the best CS2 streamer in the world. All you have to do is scream, act stupid, like you see somewhere it's written Dubai Mall and you scream, oh, is this Abu Dhabi? And what else can you do? Get hyped about random shit, like seeing a porn star, you know, like, I'm a big fan of your videos. You know, you do that shit, you're in, bro. You're the top CS2 streamer. You see a case, you do like, oh, gold, and that's it. You are top. You don't even need to play the game. He's from Lithuania, bro. He's even poorer. Dima, bro. How do I donate to you, bro? I don't want money. I'm full rich, bro. Don't donate to me. I made a bunch of money from gambling. Don't donate. Donate to Dima, bro. Struggling over there.